Ever since mankind has built the first skyscraper in the 20th century, the race to touch the sky seemed to show no signs of slowing down. As the skyscraper race had global contenders, it only seemed that this competition would get tougher. With the Burj Khalifa setting a new record of 828 meters in 2008, it seemed as if it's just a matter of time when someone else would lay hands to this crown. However, Dubai had no intentions of giving away this title up so easily, and accordingly laid out one of the tallest, biggest, and boldest plans the world had ever seen. The Nakheel Tower. With undeniable financial resources and no lack of ambition, what could have happened to Dubai's Nakheel Tower? With the dawn of the 21st century, one of the most iconic and globally appreciated cities is Dubai. As the city flourished in the 2000s, Dubai's leaders were keen on transforming the metropolis into a global tourism-based economy. As a result of this, the city unleashed immensely ambitious and ultra-modern projects to turn the city into a living paradise. Be it the world's largest man-made islands, the most luxurious hotel, or the tallest building in the world, Dubai never failed to impress. All of this turned out to be a major success for the Gulf city. This motivated the city's developers to keep breaking new records. This led to one of the nation's top developers, Nakheel Properties, to put forward the Nakheel Towers. The tower was projected to reach a height of 1.5 kilometers, which is almost double that of the Burj Khalifa, and some sources claim the tower would contain more than 200 floors. Given such features, the tower would definitely be one of the world's most iconic landmarks. With the construction of the Palm Islands, the tower was proposed in 2003 as a centerpiece for these islands. Its height was not originally meant to be monumental at a relatively low 750 meters, and it was to be named the Pinnacle. However, this location couldn't see the tower's rise due to its proximity to the Al Maktoum airport. The location was then shifted to the Dubai Marina, and it would now be a focal point of another large development, which would be the Nakheel Harbour and Tower Complex. The total plan would include the Ibn Battuta Mall and the Jumeirah Lake Towers, all of which would be built by Nakheel. This tower also had potential global contractors, including South Korea's Samsung C&T, Japanese Shimizu Corporation, and Australia's Gokon. Canadian WSP Global was the lead consultant for the structure. The architectural lead of the tower was Woods Bagot. The name was also then changed to Al Burj, which means the tower. With such titanic names involved in the project, it would be of little surprise that the design would be astounding. Although the building looked like a singular structure, it would actually be made up of 4 individual cores, forming an approximate diameter of 100 meters in total. These towers were to be connected by sky bridges every 25 floors, and were necessary to provide sufficient structural support to the behemoth of a building. The base of the building consisted of a distinctive crescent-shaped podium encircling the tower, which is inspired from the Islamic faith. while the tip of the building would have an iconic observation deck. Inside the building, the tower's sky bridges would provide people with unique sky villages in the center of the sky. It will also include a 3,500 room hotel, about 17,000 residential units, offices, and cultural centers. The entire development would occupy an area of 270 hectares, and it included a man-made island harbor, which would be the world's first inner-city harbor. The entire 1.5-kilometer building would be connected with 164 lifts. The final design was released in 2008, and it was named the Nakheel Tower. The overall aesthetic of the building is said to be inspired from traditional Islamic architecture, and the project was allotted $36 billion to complete in 2020. Construction started in 2008, and the tower's pilings were drilled soon after. The fact that the project started construction in the year 2008 may have made some of you to know what was coming. However, for those who don't know, the year marked the beginning of the 2008 financial crisis, which shook the world. With the onset of the crisis, the Dubai government tried different tactics to cope with its failing real estate market, which eventually led to the 2009 debt standstill. Nakheel Properties' parent company, Dubai World, had debts of $59 billion, which is nearly 3/4 of the entire UAE's $80 billion debt. Following outrage and panic among investors and public regarding this debt crisis, Dubai World said it was seeking to renegotiate the $26 billion held in obligations by Nakheel. This only added to their financial problems, and Nakheel announced in early 2009 that they will be putting the tower's construction on hold until they reach a better financial condition. However, as we've mentioned before, due to the 2009 debt standstill and the Dubai World's prime involvement in it, the time never came, and as of late 2009, the tower was officially cancelled. As the world slowly recovered from the crisis, Nakheel Properties too tried to fix its crippled condition. Despite this, the company still had surmounting debts, which had finished repaying many years later in 2018. Following such issues, the developer never really considered another one of these mega projects. And although it may be a little sad, it's still practical. Skyscrapers, especially ones this big, are mostly nothing more than vanity projects just for gaining titles. These are projects which only a tourism-based place like Dubai can afford. On the other side, the project could still be another wonder of the world if completed. Because whenever we, as a species, build something that defies all odds, it immediately sets a benchmark which is bound to be crossed later on. This has made us excel into the future in every way. And looking back at our history, the wonders which we today look up in awe were not really necessary or practical during their time. The Nakheel Tower, to this day, remains the tallest skyscraper to ever begin construction. However, it also goes into the dreadful list of mega projects that were incredibly ambitious and wonderful, but could never see the light of day simply because of real-world problems. Since his birth, the world has changed, and the race to build taller seems to come to a finish. A question arises, is that will we ever have skyscrapers that could be called the wonders of the world?